I'd like to welcome you to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. Here with Johndre Jennings, Druid Heights Development Corporation, CDC, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Johndre, this has to be a great day in West Baltimore.
Absolutely. It's exciting. Yes, I'm Johndre Jennings with Druid Heights Community Development Corporation, and we are excited to continue to share the comprehensive plan for the West Development Authority. WNADA is a great partner. So this comprehensive plan is really sharing and showing how all of the Western District works together, and we are super excited to receive continued funding and revitalization efforts to really not just strengthen the business corridor, but also home ownership model, our home ownership model, and our making sure that the business correlates with the homeowners, with the residents, with the blight and the crime. And so we see it as a true comprehensive model. We're continuing to grow and working together, but we look forward to the plan. Thank you so much to all the delegates and legislators who were able to approve this. Of course, shout out to Senator Hayes.
Yes, I have to ask you about him. This is ingenious. I mean, from a political standpoint, it further establishes him as a legacy builder. I mean, names have been touted in the past, but in this current generation, no one has ever brought together Easterwood, Druid Heights, Coppin Heights, Penn North, Sandtown, and so many other neighborhoods. This is unprecedented and so overdue.
Yes, so overdue. And so that's why we're super excited to continue this model and for it to be implemented now and not, the next 20 years. It's actually happening now. The funding that was just announced for several of the community development corporations, but also continue funding for businesses that receive technical assistance and just strengthening our corridor. We are, of course, as Druid Heights, we're building up. We're not looking at displacement. We're not looking at residents that are transitioning out, but we're looking at residents who we can empower to become homeowners and to become better citizens. So absolutely, it's an unprecedented time. We're looking forward to the implementation now. Thank you to Governor Westmore for approving and for supporting and for advocating. That's huge. And so we greatly appreciate it.
So there are two other pieces. One, Druid Heights has been doing this work for 4 decades. I'd venture to say, as a journalist who's covered West North Avenue and the rest of Baltimore for the past 30 years, that there has never been this type of support surrounding Druid Heights' footprint. How does it feel to have such support? I mean, you are developing houses at Pennsylvania and Baker, where no one wants to put a lot of investment. This has to be a morale booster for Druid Heights CDC.
Well, it's much needed funding support and advocacy. Don't want to say that we haven't received advocacy because, of course, we're doing the work. Right. But in doing the work, we've had a gap, absolutely, in continuing the work of affordable home ownership, not just affordable housing, which we also support, but affordable, making sure we were getting homeowners in the community. And so that funding support, yes, we've received. It's been a little gap. Been a little while since we were able to continue to do that. But now that we are receiving this support, we are able to continue our 58 homes for the Bakersview new construction townhomes for homeowners. The Druid Hill project, which is a block approach in the 2200 block of Druid Hill. And so, yes, this is really exciting. Morale booster is a great term, but it's really the support that we deserve. We are celebrating 50 years this year.
50? I'm a whole decade
We've done
behind.
over 40 years, so
Okay.
you were correcting that. But yes, 50 years as first starting off as an association, a community-based association with Miss Maggie Quill, with the
Big
Miss
ups,
Maggie
God
Quill.
rest her soul. Big ups, Jackie Cornish.
And then continue with Miss Jacqueline Cornish that created the CDC and really expounded on that dream, right, to make sure that we're continuing to revitalize and support the community. So yes, absolutely.
So here's my final question. certainly we've paid homage and kudos to Senator Hayes, but there are some. Come on in here. Come on in. You come on in. This is directly appropriate for this. There are black women in the forefront of this initiative, in front of the camera, behind the camera, private, state, including Randy. Tell me about the significance of having black women in this space, because so often, or too many times in the past, we see other faces in our neighborhood making decisions.
Well, absolutely. It's important for us in Druid Heights and other colleagues in the neighborhood in Baltimore City to see representation on the WNADA, not just on the board, but also staff, also folks like you're saying behind the scenes, but you're not really behind the scenes, but in supporting green space and really innovative initiatives that make sure the blight and the things that sometimes go unnoticed when we're doing revitalization efforts, making sure that it's seen and they can relate to the residents, speak to the residents, speak that same language. And of course, being a woman, being a black woman, of course, that's even the more. So it's important. We celebrate the effort, and it's really exciting to make sure that we're connected with the right folks. And it's not, as you said, the other faces, which we're grateful and happy that everyone's working together.
But we're more than capable ourselves.
Absolutely.
We went to college too, and student loans to prove it. Randy, any thoughts? Black woman involvement, WNADA in general, or your role?
It's all about families. We have them here in our neighborhoods. We have to focus on all of our legacy residents because we're the ones that keep all of the communities together, keep the world running around. So as long as we have all the initiatives and all of our people, including our women and children, to improve the quality of life, we can all find the means of keeping it going and maintaining our
Good deal.
safety.
Well, this is a beautiful event for a Saturday, 200 people plus right here at Baltimore Unity Hall. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work. Keep watching BMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.